I noticed some strange anomalies. So at the moment the LEDs are not lit. Actually, it'd be better if I turned the big light. No, I don't know. Maybe not turn the. I'll leave the light on. Right. So at the moment the LEDs are not connected because I've turned them off on the current meter, which I monitor the current on there normally. So that's. I've got it on. It's on hertz at the moment, but it's not. So it's not actually turning it on. So we're registering hertz at the moment. What the hell? Hang on a minute. I think I've broken the connection. Yeah. Right. Okay, 63 hertz, 62 hertz anyway. Now look at the RPM at the moment. We're at 1251 and we're drawing 10 milliamps, which is going into the supercapacitors. Now when I connect the LEDs, they take precedence and they basically take the current away, which is, it just clips the top of the waveform on the oscilloscope. So when the waveform on the oscilloscope is trimmed back, so you can't see it at this angle very well anyway. Right, so what I want to show you is what happens when I've got reflections on here now. Oh, hang on. Right. So when I put the LEDs on, it speeds up, right? So the LEDs are connected through the chokes, and yeah, anyway, I'm just trying to work it out now. So we're taking 10 milliamps out into the supercapacitors right now. So watch what happens when I put the LEDs on. This is weird. We're at 1252. Let's put the LEDs on. Right. The LEDs are drawing, you can just see them behind the meter, about 18 milliamps, right? Now look at the RPM. I'm trying to get this so I don't block the view. So now the current on the output on this analog meter to the supercapacitors is no longer going to the supercapacitors, but if you look at the RPM, there's no bloody change. It was climbing before. That's weird. It's weird. Take this lead out of the meter. LEDs are on the right there. Now with the meter disconnected to the supercapacitors, now when I turn the LEDs off, it will speed up. Right, this is what's been driving me up the wall a bit actually. Let me just... Okay. Alright, what's the RPM? This is basically a no load test without the LEDs connected. Now I saw it climb earlier to 1344 without any load at all. It takes a long while though for it to get there, because it's the amount of drag on it is very, very small. We had a lot of thunder and lightning yesterday. Sounds like it's raining outside again. Been a lousy week for weather, bad weather. So you can basically see that because it's climbing very, very slowly, I mean, we're talking about a feather, the weight of a feather really, of drag on the system. Because that little motor doesn't have much torque on it. It doesn't have a lot of torque that drives it. But anyway, just take my word for it. It picked up to 1344 earlier. That's what it peaked at without any load on. It's going to take forever to get there though, because it's just negligible. So I'll put this supercapacitor load back on because I'm charging that up. There's only about 2 volts going to that though, because I'm not tapping the full voltage out of it. It's going through chokes and stuff. Right, so that's about 10 milliamps, 11 milliamps, because we're on the 50 milliamp range on here. This meter's had its day. I've had this since the 1980s. It's pretty worn out. It's hard to see it sometimes. So anyway, let's put the LEDs back on, and you'll see that needle drops off. Right, so LEDs are back on. As you can see, it drops very, very slow. Not much really. LEDs are drawing about 18 milliamps, 18.6. Near enough 19. We could call it 20 milliamps because it's near enough. Yeah, so I just thought I'd do this because I was talking to a friend on Discord about doing a no load test on it, and that's what this really is. Our input current's about the same for the motor. It's 185 to 190 milliamps. Fluctuates slightly. I could go and have a quick look, I suppose, if I don't knock my camera stand. I've got it on stand. I'll just fold the legs up a bit. Right, so what are we at the moment? We're at 185 milliamps. It's pissing down out there. So we are at 185 milliamps at the moment. Anyway, just a little update. I just wanted to show you that strange anomaly. We'll see you later.